What is up, and welcome back to another Never Broken Auto video. And in this one, I'm just feeling like showing you guys what's up with this car. I know like my first video was kind of like a rundown of this, but I wanted to give a true in-depth review of my car, everything I've touched to it, things that kind of stand out to me, and things that I plan on doing later down the road. So let's just get straight into it. Firstly, I'm gonna start out with this new piece that I got. This LRB door panel, and I flocked it yesterday. So I'm gonna get this in there. It's probably all dry, so just got this shit all over my fucking arm. All right, I had to do a bit of dremeling cutting so I could get this little inner cup to fit because I couldn't get it to fit on that side. So I got it to fit here, so I'm gonna do the same side or same thing on that side. But I'm gonna throw in all the bolts, the strap, and she's all done. So y'all ready for this? Boom. Got everything all mounted in. Got our pull strap in. And now we got a full flocked interior. Don't see any more red. Hell yeah, dude. Looks clean. Although you can really tell the difference between the old flock and the new flock. Might have to redo the dash at some point, but that's all in there. So let's get to showing you guys about the whip. All right, starting with the outside. We've got a Firefly Speed Shop kit. It's their full body kit, the wing, bumper, skirts, front bumper, and that's it. It's all paired with a nice paint job from one of my homies. This is like a violet, fuchsia, pink, purple kind of mix. And then on top of the paint is our livery. This is the Never Broken Auto design. This was designed by Andre over at Triple Style. And I got it printed and I installed it myself since that is what I do for a living. A lot of people think this car is vinyl wrapped, but it's actually paint, and then the livery itself is vinyl. The next piece on the outside are these beautiful carbon Miata tail lights. Then moving forward, sort of inside, outside, we've got this Hard Dog X style roll bar. Again, that's chassis mounted, so it stiffens up the chassis quite a bit. Moving forward a little bit more, we've got these GK Tech S13 Ganadors. A little bit of an extra look, get rid of the stock mirrors, change it up a little bit. Coming to the front, we've got the Spec D chrome headlights, and then under our front bumper we've got a custom made bash bar that fits our bumper. It comes all the way out to the sides, so we can fully not have to worry about hitting anything up in the front. And then last thing really on the outside is this custom hood that I made. It is the stock hood with an S14 D-Max hood vent molded to it. So looks stock. This is almost like my most favorite part of this car. It just stands out. It makes it look way more aggressive, gives it that look, and it is fully functionable. So yeah, that's basically everything on the outside. I do have a hard top for the car, but it's on this one, so we're just rocking no hard top at the moment. Honestly, like being able to drop it down within a few seconds and then just cruise with it down. But let's move to the interior. Starting off with the door cards that I just talked about. LRB door cards, nice and simple, all flocked. I've got an NA6 dash that is chopped and also flocked. I've got rev limiter cluster gauges, as well as a few extra gauges. This is oil pressure and coolant. This is AFR, and this is boost. Over here, we are rocking a set of Corbero FX1 Pro seats. They are done in their suede. So we got 2 of those in here. And then we're walking down to our YDC shop handbrake. This is a super cool unit. It's all billet, powder coated to match the car. Then we're coming down here to a likewise shifter. We don't have a short shifter or anything, but it's just stock and looks good. Coming to our steering wheel, we've got this Volante steering wheel. And then we're coming down to these foreign International Motorsports mats. Pretty simple, pretty chill. As far as the interior, there's really not much else that goes on other than wiring and fuckery. Down here in our stock ECU case, we have a Link plug and play. It's a G4X plug and play, so we have that mounted up in the stock location. And honestly, if you're going to buy an ECU for your Miata, I would highly recommend a Link plug and play. The ease of wiring, the ease of actual tuning and use, is just fucking so simple. So I'd highly recommend a Link. I actually fought issues with the Speedy EFI ECU for a year and a half, maybe a little bit more change. Stupid as fuck, and I could have bought this ECU forever ago and all the issues would have been fixed. So spend the good dollar and make sure you spend it once, because if you spend it once, you'll not hate yourself. So buy a Link ECU, call it a fucking day. Moving back to the outside, I just wanted to show the quick wheel setup. In the fronts, we're on 15x8 plus zeros on a 205/50/15. These are Falcon Zenith RT 615Ks, I believe. So they give you that nice meaty look, and they have a nice tread on them. So I got those in the front, and the rears, I'm just rocking some fucking Teehee 37s. On 205s as well, but these are just burners. And you can tell they obviously look a lot different than that. So that's the tire setup. Suspension, I just got knuckles, coilovers, and extended lower ball joints, and then extended brake lines in the front. So that's about it for suspension. There's really not much going on down there yet. I do plan to get a full destroy or die kit, or maybe just make custom arms. We will see, but either way, we will have more suspension soon. Moving on to the goods, we have our 1999 BP4W. This is the same motor that came out of it. It is just fully built. So now this is a 1.9 liter. We have 84 millimeter pistons with Manley H-beam rods. I actually didn't touch the main cap, so we're stock there. I got ACL bearings all on the bottom. And then moving up from the block, we have the stock BP4W head with 264 cams from Fab 9. I also have 1 millimeter Super Tech intake and exhaust valves. I've got upgraded shims, titanium valve springs. Basically everything in this head has been touched other than porting. The head is basically untouched port-wise, so it flows well. This is one of the best flowing heads on a Miata, so I really hadn't had to do much on that. Coming around, let's just do fuel system. For the fuel system, I've got an AEM 430 pump, and then I have IDX 1050cc injectors running off a Fuel Lab fuel pressure regulator. So that's basically all about that, and everything is AN lines up to a Radium fuel rail. Honestly, it's well worth it. Radium runs everything really nice. These are all vibrant fittings. Radium, basically down to the bones. And moving on from fuel, We'll go to spark. We got our Flow Force R8 coil pack plug and play kit. It's nice and simple. It just directly plugs in. All you have to do is rewire 2 plugs. Super simple. Haven't had really many issues with that. Down at the bottom, we have an ATI dampener. Those things are a pain in the ass to remove, but you know, we don't need to talk about that. Just if you put one on, you better hope you don't have to take it off. Moving on from that, this car is paired with a cracking turbo kit. This is their top mount kit. It is everything that you would need to turbo your car. You got the manifold, the downpipe, the turbo, intercooler piping, intercooler, all the silicone piping, clamps, oil fittings, oil feed line, oil drain, everything you can need to turbo your car other than ECU, injectors, and all the other supporting pieces. This kit has it, and I highly, highly recommend it. It sounds amazing, it flows well, and the ease of working on it is so fucking simple. There's a lot of room down here with no power steering and AC, so I can get all the way up in here. I can take this manifold off. I can reach all the bolts. None of the bolts are really like a pain in the ass to get to, so I'd highly recommend this compared to like a CX Racing kit or even potentially a Flying Miata kit. One, for the Flying Miata kit, the price difference is insane. For the CX Racing kit, the comparison there is the quality. You're obviously paying like $1,500 for a CX Racing kit. I've heard horrendous things about it, and you can save up another $1,000 and buy this kit, and you'll have no issues other than having to notch your frame to fit your turbo. But if you get some adjustable engine mounts from AWR, like I have right here, you can actually adjust the angle of the motor. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's actually tilted to the left just a wee bit. And that allows me to clear my downpipe against the subframe. And that also allows you to not have to really notch it. I did that prior to me getting those engine mounts, so that's why it's already notched. But overall, the cracking kit is just top of the line, best bang for your buck. And you have many options. This is a G25 550 from Pulsar, but you can go with Garrett's, Borg Warner's, Pulsar's, really like any turbo. He has a kit for it. So I'd highly look into it. It's well worth the money compared to a Flying Miata kit where you're spending $5 to $6K, or a CX Racing kit where you're paying $15 and then paying an extra $2,000 to fab everything for it to actually fucking fit correctly. So highly recommend that. And other than that, in here, there's really like not much else. I mean, I can show you the little things of like catch can routing. I got the reroute, another catch can. Made this simple little intake system, and I mean everywhere else is pretty simple. I mean, I've just like put some heat pipe on, got a new turbo blanket from Funk Motorsports. Basically I've just like slowly cleaned it up over the past year or so, and it works great. I fucking absolutely love this, and working on this car is super simple just because how much I've worked on it and seeing like, oh, I need to take this off, and then that off, you know what I'm saying? So everything is just so simple on this car. I fucking absolutely love it, and there's no words to really explain the feelings that I have for it. So that's basically about it in the motor. It's a lot technically, but in hindsight, it's really pretty simple. This car probably makes about 330 on 15 PSI, and then on ethanol, it's at 17 PSI, so maybe 360 or so. It scoots. It fucking rips on 205s. It fucking spins on 205s. So kind of crazy. I've never thought I'd have a car like this, but it's all came to a reality with a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears and some money. But yeah, dude, I fucking absolutely love this car. There's really not much more to it other than the fact that I just need to drive it. But yeah, there's my build. If you guys have any questions or you guys want to know something like really in detail, feel free to drop a comment down below and I will make a video on it. I kind of just need to make some videos of me driving this thing and actually feeling it out, testing it, seeing what works, seeing what don't. And yeah, just moving forward. So that's honestly about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple, chill little video. If you guys want to see me drive this in an event here soon, drop a like and drop a comment. I want to see that stoke. And then, yeah, we will keep it going. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Gosh. Oh my God.